Well, I was the person who spearheaded the funding for this program because I felt that it was extremely important and very, very necessary because of the way our young people are eating today. They're eating a lot of fast foods and a lot of junk foods, and they're not getting the exercise they need to work off those calories. So I just felt that part of education in our schools should be devoted to nutrition as well as physical fitness, because our young people are not getting enough physical activity in their physical education classes. They're not getting nearly enough to work off the calories that they're consuming every day. So that was one of the reasons why I was instrumental in getting the funding to start this program here at Trenton Central High School, because I know that if children are healthy when they're young, they're going to have a greater likelihood of being healthy adults. And if we continue with overweight young children, we're going to have overweight adults, which means that we're going to have a very extraordinarily high health program in this country. And health insurance today has skyrocketed. And if we can have healthier people, there will be less of a need for hospitalization, and fewer people will be contracting heart disease as well as diabetes and hypertension and a host of other diseases that are associated with obesity.
Exactly. And it seems like Governor Cody agrees with you. A couple days ago, enacting the new legislation that in 2007 junk food will basically be banned from the public schools. Can you comment on that move?
I am certainly supportive of that. In fact, I'm the author of two bills that I introduced and was passed out of my committee, the Senate Education Committee, last month, which would do just that. It would ban the junk foods in our cafeterias and also ban junk foods in vending machines, so that our children will be presented with healthy choices at lunchtime and during snack time, so that at least one meal out of the day will be a healthy meal.
What do you envision as the upside of Teen Esteem? Where would you like to see this program go in the future in terms of maybe other schools or other age levels, things like that?
Well, I think it's a good start. I think that it should be expanded so that other schools will be involved, and also younger age students, because the sooner we introduce our young people to good nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, the better it's going to be for them as well as for society as a whole. Because as they say, you are what you eat. And if our children are just introduced to junk food and foods that are high in calories and sugar, then they're going to become obese, and they're going to contract a lot of diseases that can be avoided.
What is your personal interaction either with heart disease or with nutrition and exercise? Like, have you had any episodes in your family or in your life that have kind of made you focus a lot of your efforts on this? It seems like you're really focused on this.
Well, I think probably because I'm education, I started my education as a health and physical education teacher, and right here in the city of Trenton. So I taught in the public schools from K through 9th grade. So I got a good insight as to the kind of diets that our young people are being exposed to, and I got an idea of what we need to do in terms of making sure that they are eating properly and exercising properly, so that they can not just live a healthy life, but we have also found that diet and nutrition has a lot to do with intelligence and learning in the classroom. We found that if students consume a lot of high-calorie foods and sugar, they're more likely to act out in the classroom, and they're not as likely to pay attention, and they're not learning as much as they otherwise would learn if they did not have a high-calorie, high-sugar content diet.
Senator, I guess the final thing would be Women's Heart Foundation in general. It seems like they have a really important mission and information they need to get out to the public. You talk about your involvement with Bonnie Arcus, with the foundation, and and their mission, and how we really need to act to disseminate that information?
Well, I think Bonnie is a good representative and a good spokesperson for the Heart Fund, Heart Foundation, because she brought her idea to me and indicated the need for funding for her program and what she envisioned. And I see that she has done a great job right here at Trenton Central High School as a pilot program. So I think that it would be a great opportunity for other students, and not just in the city of Trenton, but throughout the state of New Jersey, to have the same kind of exposure and opportunities that they've been presented with here at Trenton Central High School. This is certainly a great beginning.
Is there anything that I haven't hit on that you want included in a video about the foundation and about Teen Esteem? Because we're doing two different pieces, just to let other superintendents know what the program is all about. Is there anything that I missed that you would want to touch on?
Well, I know that there's a greater need now for programs such as this, because the students today are not getting enough exercise, not just in their lives after school, but they're not getting the kind of exercise that they once received when they were in school through physical education programs. A lot of those programs have been cut back, and some of them, unfortunately, have been eliminated. So there's a greater need now for us to provide more focus and attention to the need for physical activity. And one of the best ways of doing that is doing it through children, and having children act as team leaders or peer leaders, so that they can convey their message to other teenagers, because many times adults cannot communicate as well with teenagers as a teenager can. So they're our best ambassadors